Currently looking here at NASDAQ. Just observing today. Nothing crazy. Markets are picking back up. It's been pretty slow for the past beginning of this week or whatnot. Just got off a 12-hour shift 2-3 hours ago. Been on the market since. Just observing. No fear of missing out. Good observations. If we go ahead and look here, 160 graph on that far left side, 80 graph in the middle side, both have a strong impulso. Shout out to my one viewer. Greetings, Jay Robles. How are you doing today, my friend? Currently looking at NASDAQ. This is a beautiful setup here. Beautiful setup here, although I'm just observing today. I do see resistance here at 570. Beautiful entrance would most likely be breaking above 560, being at 580, right? But we'll just keep on watching today. How's it going today? Last day of work, 24 more hours. All right, NASDAQ here on 40-minute graph is perfectly set up the way I'm talking about. I have yet to take any trades this week. I haven't took a trade since last week. Since we're just observing, I'm going to call this one out here. Entrance would be here now. Let's see if it goes. Okay, buyers are coming in. My invisible stop loss would be here at 550. I'm going to go for a 1-for-1 on this one. Mentally, right? All right. My stop loss will be moved up to 560 now. We're trailing this. Like I said again, we're not in, right? Buyers are still coming in hot. Nice. Perfect setup, honestly. Nice. So pretty much we're free here now. We went in at 570, right? So pretty much our stop loss is here now. Since it went up 2 candles, my stop loss is always 2 candles back. So 1, 2. Free. This entrance is already won pretty much. There's no reversal signals, no nothing. It's perfect to either go for a 1-for-1 and come out with profit here now, or just hang on to it and keep trailing it. Both are great, right? Either you trail or you come out with profit. It's never bad to come out with profit. It's always good to give what the market gives you, right? In these circumstances, I would stay in. It's pretty easy to say because I'm not technically in, but I called this one out at 570. Let's just see what it does, right? Jay Robles, how are you doing today, bro? Where are you? I would consider if what's it called? If it didn't close up at this next line, which would be at 600, which it did. Okay, stop loss is at 580. This entrance is already won. If I was in, physically in, well, I just called it out, right? So my stop loss would be here at 580, and I had to win in at 570. So even if it comes back here at 580 with me, I take this profit of 1 candle, which is 40 ticks. Or I can come out now with 80 ticks. Or I could have had my stop limit at 600, which would be 120 ticks. So it's really all just preference, right? And in this case, I did say I was going to hang on to it. So whatever, my stop loss would be here at 580. Like I said, it's already won. Buyers are still coming in. I've seen 3 of these setups today. Mind you, market has not been moving as volatile for the past week. But when the opportunities come just like this, it's perfectly set up. This was another one here. Okay, buyers came in hot, meaning my stop loss is moving back up to 580. Now this entrance is 1, meaning this entrance there's no loss in this entrance. Stop loss is here at 590. I went in at 570, meaning that's already a 80 tick profit, whether it comes back on me or not. Or I can come out with a profit of 160 ticks right now. Like I said, it's just a preference. Let's see what else it does. If you look over here on this 80-minute graph, 620 is right here, right? Which would be another candle on 40-minute time frame. Oh, shit. My finger. Yeah, the reason why I'm not in right now is because of my CQG. It's having technical difficulties. I don't know why. I want to say it's because of my Wi-Fi or whatnot. Okay, I'm starting to see. If you pay close attention, this is considered it's not considered yet because it's not closed yet, but it's good to acknowledge that it almost hit the point of 620 level, which I said over here, which is on 80-minute graph. It got close to that level, but it didn't quite close, right? And now if it closes down, this would be considered a reversal signal. So if I was in now, I would definitely consider selling, coming out with 1, 2, 3 candles, which is 120 ticks, only because this little detail right here that I've seen hundreds of times. It tends to not quite close, almost close, but not quite, right? Let's see if it does what I'm saying or it keeps going, right? But in this case, I would have sold out now. 1, 2, 3 candles profit, 120 ticks. Which is roughly, well, since I'm on micro, one contract on micro would be 20, 40, about 75, 80 bucks here on 3 candles. So yeah, let's see, is it gonna keep flowing? Nope, buyers are coming in. It would have looked even more considerable if it like literally got close to that line and then came back down. It didn't quite get hella close, but like I said, I would have been out already, right? Come out with what the market gave me. It's more than enough. That was that was pretty much like a 2-for-1 risk to reward. Buyers are still coming in hot, and that's okay. That's totally fine. The whole point is you executing this entrance, right? No fear of missing out, nothing. It is what it is. Shit, I had me a coffee. I want another one. I'm fiending. I got some to make too. I just don't have an Oya to make that coffee, right? So I've seen 3 of these setups come up today. The ones I just called out, 2 of them were short, and this was the only one that went long. Beautiful setups. And I've back tested this multiple times, not just off the top of my head, right? I've been trading since 2018 and been on and off taking it serious or whatnot. My loved ones are watching this. Isn't that amazing? Buyers are still coming in pretty strong. Strong impulso. Trend is strong. So it's just a preference of either hanging on to them and just trailing with your stop loss, or coming out with whatever the market gives you, right? In that case, I made the decision to come out with the market gave me, which was 3 candles. It's not good or bad. It's just a decision made, right? As long as you execute plan, results do not matter, right? That was a beautiful setup. Beautiful. And obviously that fear of missing out, I don't feel it. Oh, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. It got close to that point of closing at 6:30, but it didn't quite close. Now, that's definitely when you want to consider that sign of reversal, which would probably close here at 600, which is most likely going to do it right now. Yep, just closed there. So if you would have hung on to this and trailed with your stop loss, it would have been 1, 2, 3. Oh, pretty much what I would have came out with. Since I said I was going to sell out, right? Lovely setup. Call it good for the day. I watched 3 setups go of mine, and they all hit a minimum of 120 ticks each one. So you do the math and call it good for the day, right? I've been on this market since about 6:30. It's 8 right now, and now we're in 30 minutes and taking profits of 360 ticks. Call it good for the day, right? I said 360 ticks, not $360. Day trading is all about ticks, and it's not so much about putting the results at a high pedestal, right? The results will come by itself as long as you execute the plan flawlessly, just like in life. You execute the plan flawlessly, you start working out, whatever the case is, results will come by themselves. You don't even worry about the results. So, relatable to trade, right? Message retracted. Top fans. One more day of work and I'm out of here. Oh, that's a great feeling. Physical work, right? Damn, I look tired or some shit. You get mad when I'm not so long. I be thinking it's nothing major. I was playing I have music playing on my live. When was it? I think the beginning of the month. I mean, of the week. I got an email saying that it gave me a rundown of all the songs I was playing. It was like 3, 4 of them. And it was like, whatever, copyright music, this and that. It's not gonna affect your account, but because you're not monetized yet, but just letting me know pretty much that I can't do that, right? But my new screen just came in, right? Yeah, should have came in. I haven't really looked at the Amazon, but should have came in, and then that came in. So hopefully I can set up a better display. Oh, nice! It did come in. Lovely. Hopefully I can get a better display, set up my camera nicely, and show what my screen is looking like, as well as my face, right? That's what I'm gonna figure out. Greetings, Captain. It's so satisfying calling out these entrances and just observing with no fear of missing out. It's totally fine. Just back testing. And obviously, it's easier said than done, right? Because when it's time to execute, that's when scarcity mindset comes in, all type of shit, right? I've been trading since 2018, and looking back and reflecting, it's nice. It's nice to reflect on things that I did before that did not work out, and be able to apply it to what I observe now and interpret now, right? I had a I had somebody from Australia on my live on Monday or something like that, and I was just asking them questions about what's going on out there and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. And then somebody from India commented on my post. It's crazy, huh? It was like 12 a.m. in Australia when I was on live around this time. I was asking them about FIFO mining. I don't know if anybody's heard about that, but it pops up all over social media, right? Go out there 14 days, come back 14 days, whatnot. You make 160, 50K a year. And yeah, I was asking them about that, and they said it's really big out there, or he said it was really big out there. That'd be pretty dope popping up out there, but that'd be tough. Wi-Fi was down on my hotspot for the past week. I wasn't able to go live yesterday. I guess I could have went live, but I really wanted to be watching the markets while I'm speaking, and I wasn't able to watch the markets because of my internet, right? So I decided not to go live. But they're backing up again. So pretty much I had wrote down my plan before even observing, right? Because I'm not even answering, but it's still the same process of you observing and executing. So I went ahead and wrote down my plan. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and read that out. My trading plan for today on NQ is to define a graph 180 and 60. Take that back, I said that wrong. My today's trading plan is to define graph 160 and graph 80, right? Once I define those, what does define mean? Define means I need a strong trend on both of them, going either direction, short or long. Does not matter. As long as I get that, once I get that, matter of fact, I need that. Not once I get that, I need that in order to even start looking for a setup. So once I get that, therefore I go on to my graph, either 80 or 40 minute. Once I get onto those, I need a perfect inicio plus a sign of reversal or an RC. Once I get that, mind you, all these need to be lined up back to back to back. It can't be one and I'm missing one. No, it has to be first I need a trend. Okay, once I get the trend, I roll over to the smaller time frame and I start looking for my setups, right? Once I get my setup, I'll go ahead and take it at full candle, wait for it to close, not on the doji, get it on confirmation. Boom. Once I get it on confirmation, my stop loss is gonna go ahead and go two candles back, which is 80 ticks if I'm entering on 40-minute time frame, or 160 ticks if I want in the 80-minute time frame, right? And pretty much simple as that. I'm going for a 1-1 or a 1-4. In between that, anywhere is fine. Just like how this execution one I was just showing right here, right? So pretty much 560, right? And my stop loss is 2 lines back. So in order to get a 1-for-1, I would need a minimum of 2 candles, which is 1, 2. Now this would be a 1-for-1. And if I would have took it for another one, right, another 2, now it'd be a 2-for-1. So pretty much I went for a 1-for-1 right there, right? I didn't technically go in physically on my CQG because, like I said, I had problems, but I called it out, and That was a 1-for-1 entrance. Same with the other ones. The other two I was talking about that went short prior to this one, same. It was a 1-for-1. So 120 ticks, 120 ticks, and 120 ticks. 120 ticks. And check out, this is another detail point right here. This is where the fake outs come in. Because if you go ahead and pay attention, this is perfectly set up again under my plan. Strong trend impulso, 160, nice. Strong trend impulso on 80, nice. Now we roll over to the smaller time frame, and we have exactly what I'm waiting for, which is an inicio, right? Damn, I'm shaking a lot. Maybe some shit to hold it, but whatever. So this is where the fake outs come in, because this is perfectly set up exactly right there, which would be at 610 would be the entrance. But after experience of this, right, for many years, I've witnessed this so many times, these back tests. I've just been back testing this, and it tends to be a fake out, although it's perfectly set up. And looking back, right, I used to always take any little setup I can see, and I was not acknowledging what was happening elsewhere, like on these bigger time frames or whatnot, or even on this time frame. It already gave me that perfect setup with the inicio. It rocked out 5 candles or whatever. Now this is giving me a divergencia, a divergence pointing down. So that's a signal of reversal, right? So this is where the entrance would be, but I'm calling it a fake out. And I'd pretty much kick back and just observe it at this point. If I was executing, right, I would have executed this one. Now I see this one coming up. I'd go ahead and call it good. I just like to observe this one. Can it go? Yes, it can definitely go. But for me, back testing so many times, I've observed that my plan is to pretty much not get faked out, right? And I was already fine with this one. So there's no need to always take every single entrance you see, right? It's nice to observe and shit. But let's see what this one does, right? I'm calling a fake out. I'm calling it as resistance line at 630. I don't think it will pass 630. Can it pass it? Yes, it can. Will it pass it? I don't know. Everything's set up beautifully. Let's go ahead and see. And I don't consider myself wrong or right if it goes. If it continues to go, it's just an observation. My plan is to respect what I know and things like that. And if my plan is to know that this is a possible fake out, a better chance of it being a fake out than a better chance of it running, then I'm gonna respect that, right? If it closes here at 600, that means it's a fake out. If it closes at 630 and continues, that means it most likely either just bounce off of here. Take that back. It can still hit 630 and still be a fake out. And if it hits 600, it'd be a fake out. So either one, it could still be a fake out, but it'd be a better chance of it running if it hits 630, right? But like I said, it has its resistance here. It already got up to this higher. This is a higher, right? It already got up to this highest point, so we'll see. Poor connection, eh? Remember, I called this one a fake out. It's a good observation. See what it is. You guys witnessed me call it out live. Mind you, everything looks good. Although 80 has good points here. It's trying to do its continuation here, which I don't like entering on continuations. Although I'm not entering on here, right? I'm entering on the smaller time frame, which is 40-minute time frame. But if I look over here to the left, this is good observation. Now, mind you, if this closes at 600, it still has total chance of keep going up. There you go. There it is. That's a fake out right there. If I would have went in here, this would have took me out 40 ticks, which is not much, but the money does not matter. The point is executing flawlessly. Oh, like I was gonna keep saying, this can still continue to keep going up. Entrance would be here at 630. Now this looks even more nice to keep to continue going long, right? And at that point, 6:30 would be almost closing a candle on 80-minute time frame, right? This looks nice, to be honest. It faked out. Perfectly set up still. It'd be nice to show me executing these on my new screen and whatnot. See what this does. If buyers keep coming in hot, I'd go ahead and put my order on top of 6:30, just right above 6:30, just so it can give me that break of resistance, right? Yeah. So if I was trading, if I was actually executing instead of just calling them out, my interest would be here at 6:30. But so I'll call this one out. On top of 6:30 is where I'd go in long. This can go either way. It's always nice to be able to see both sides of the coin. It being the perfect setup to keep continuing going long, or it always has a chance of going either short or long, right? It's always can do anything, right? Can't control the market. All right, I called it out. My order is on top of 6:30. Let's see what it does. Not yet. So not yet bought in. The only thing that I don't like about this entrance is that support line at 6:30. That's why I have my order on top of that, right? Because if I were to enter right on 6:30, that'd still be touching its highest point, which is that resistance line, right? And if this were to close here at 600, that'd be two higher highs. Maybe you guys could see that. One here. Bouncing off its resistance line, right? See, these are great things that I've learned over the past years. Because back in the day, looking at screenshots or whatnot, I would enter right here, get stopped out. I'd probably enter again here, right on the doji, and most likely soon to be stopped out. And now that I reinforced my entrances and whatnot and acknowledge everything and backtested all this, it's good to be here at the moment and observe this. It's beautiful because you can relate this to life. There's fake outs in life too. You just got to figure it out, find out what the fake out is, right? Stick to the plan. I'm gonna get something to put my phone right here, right quick. Damn, I need like a little tripod or some shit. It's gonna be my tripod. Fuck it. There's cool. It's nice to consider that buyers aren't coming in hot. I was just on the phone with my brother right now, speaking about trading, and we both witnessed the other two trades that I was talking about that went short. Beautiful setup, but there were just two shorts that ran short or whatnot. Point is, damn, I lost my train of thought, to be honest. Oh, right. So I was telling him that I'm considering how everything is perfectly set up, and normally after all my back tests, the where I'm executing at, it's not running. It's not like running smoothly is what I told him. I'm like, normally after backtesting this so many times, everything is perfectly set up. Normally, like I said, we can't control the market, but normally what it does, it tends to continue in that direction smoothly. What I mean by smoothly is nice and consistent. Not like this, not how it's going right now. Meaning when it runs smoothly, it's like constantly flowing and flowing without it like coming back and forth, right? From buyers and sellers. So that's a great observation I told him about. And he even my brother said, well, why is that good to acknowledge? And I answered with, well, just what I explained right now, right? After backtesting this, normally what it tends to do is continue that direction smoothly, not choppy, smoothly. Just an observation though. Mind you, my order is still on top of 630, right? Can it go? Yes. Can it not go? Yes. Like I said, I would have, back in the day, I would have went in right here at 620, meaning I would have been in right now. My stop loss would have been 1, 2. My stop loss would be right here at 600, which is 80 ticks. And I would have been pretty, I don't want to say upset, but pretty uncomfortable that I'd be in and it just almost closed its candle over at 630, just how it did here, but it didn't. And what did I say about it? Almost closing, but not quite. That's a reversal signal. So I'd pretty much be, back in the day, I'd be like a bit more in my emotions and using my emotions and not liking that it got to this point and not quite closed, because I'd be down 50 ticks right now if I would have been in bot right here, right? Just an observation though. Order is still on top of 630. See what it does. Slightly like at 630, maybe 632, something like that. Give it a little bit more of a breathing room, which would be the slippage. Slippage will fuck you over. What is slippage? Slippage is when on your execution table where you're entering it, you can have your order right here, and okay, like I said, why did I have my order at 632? Because it's resistance level right here. So I'm not quite in yet. Why? Because I said I have my order on top of 630. Why? Because over the years I've noticed this. It'll get up to its resistance line. Although this is where I would normally enter if it was more of a beautiful setup. This is exactly where I would enter on confirmation, because this is technically confirmation. And after experiencing this over the past years, I've noticed to give it that breathing room, or that slippage is what I'm talking about, because sometimes it could just buy you in like so fast, pretty much how I did here. Could buy you in right on top of it and pretty much just come down the opposite way, right? If this closes at 610, I take off my order. I don't think that hits 632, right? I can't even tell because I don't got my graphs open. All right, I'd close off my entrance. I take off my order and just kick back and keep observing. So that's a beautiful. I pretty much went over the whole thing right here. This little in this area, everything it did, I called it out. Actually, take that back from this point, huh? I called it all out from right here, and it's pretty satisfying being able to call this out and observing it and it respecting itself, right? Even me takes time. And at certain points, I would write down my plan and even like write little things like this that I just. And on top of that, I would still disrespect it and still execute. Why? Because of the need of just wanting to go in, the need of feeling that you need to take an entrance every day. Mind you, I haven't taken an entrance since last Friday. Today's what, Wednesday? haven't taken an entrance in 3 days, and I don't feel I don't feel like I missed out at all. I'm satisfied knowing that I'm able to call these out and observe this and gain more knowledge, right? Reinforce my setups and whatnot. Beautiful. And it's even more beautiful because you can relate this to life. Now somebody might ask, what do you mean? How are you relating this to life? Well, I'm gonna say it again. Respect your plan. Results don't matter. Just make a plan, whatever the fuck it is. You want to eat good? Respect that plan. The results will come naturally. Don't respect the plan. But this is only if you have a plan. If you don't have no plan, pretty much just a feather in the wind, right? Might land on shit. You might fucking not land on shit, right? Just don't know. But if you respect the plan, you know, the results will come by itself. And it's pretty, the human body is so comfortable and it's addicted to its self-conscious, right? And it's like so addicted to it that it's like the market. See, this is why you can relate everything to life, right? This market, what did I say earlier? After backtesting all this, it tends to run smoothly once I have my trend and my trend sano and impulso. Once it has that, what does it normally do? It tends to go in that direction. Why? Because it's just a repetitive habit and of me observing and backtesting all this. This is how the market moves. It's repetitive. Just like us as human beings, we are repetitive. Pretty much like, yeah, right? So we're so repetitive that damn, I lost my train of thought again, to be honest. But yeah, so we're so repetitive that our body just tends to do the same shit without even thinking of it. Just like this market, it tends to do the same shit. We tend to do the same shit too. So if you're able to acknowledge that you're doing the same shit, but that's not part of your plan, boom. That's it right there. What do I mean by that's it? That's a great observation. Just how observation on trade. It's a great observation on ourselves as a human being. Because our bodies will always tend to do the same thing. Our bodies are used to doing whatever we make it do, right? Just like this market. It tends to do the same thing every time. That's why we're able to read it, right? Same as human beings. You can read human beings off of their behaviors, off of what we're used to doing. This is still perfectly set up here. I'm not saying it's gonna go, or I'm not saying I'm gonna wait for my order. I'm just saying it's still in a good setup. You say you got good gas. That should be doo-doo. Fuck, look, I need to go to the store. Oh, fuck. It's gonna start fucking snowing around this motherfucker where my trailer's at. So I bought a cover for this shit. See how that goes. Not looking forward to it, but fuck it, right? Actually, I gotta order a few more things. The beauty of trade, huh? Every year, just like it's like the markets tend to slow its lower down its volatility, as well as maintaining it pretty high, right? It's like I've noticed around this time of the year is where the markets get pretty slow until like the end of the year, and then it starts picking up volatility next year, for example, like in like March or whatnot. And that's what I've observed over the past years. Damn, trip out. I seen a snake right in front of my trailer yesterday. I went out to go drain my tanks. I'm walking around the corner and I see this motherfucker slithering. I'm like, oh shit. At the same time, it was kind of camouflaging with the ground, right? I'm not gonna lie, that motherfucker made me take a step back. I was like, oh shit. But it wasn't that big. It was like some small shit, to be honest. Probably like the size of my charging cable. But you know, I'm not used to no snakes. You gotta keep the grass shorter, right? So what I did was I grabbed the broom. I kept trying to push that fucker away because he kept trying to go into my under my trailer. I'm like, fuck that. I'm about to wake up with a fucking snake on me. So I let it get onto the broom. Took it about 40, 50 feet north. Tossed it a little bit. Call it good. Then I was really conscious of my surroundings, right? It didn't look like no rattlesnake though. It looked like some bullshit snake, to be honest. Kept trying to bite the broom too. Then on top of that, I'd be leaving my boots outside and shit. I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker could easily fit in my boot. So I put my boots on top of the whip. Call it good. Yeah, it makes me think of fucking when I was in elementary. Yeah, literally when I was in elementary, I still remember the shoes too. There were some Nikes. There was like some Nikes, like fucking. They were like similar to the Air Force ones, but the high top ones, not the low cuts. Yeah, they were the high top ones like Air Forces, and I was I left my fucking shoes outside because my feet fucking stink at the time. So I would leave those motherfuckers outside and wouldn't put them on till I would go to school, right? So whatever, I go to the backyard and shit, open up the door, put my shoes on, regular shit, put one on, put the next one on, or at least try putting the next one on. And I'm like, what the fuck? My foot don't want to go all the way in. And I kept like low-key pushing that shit hard, like trying to shove that shit in. I'm like, nah, what the fuck? Something's in here. So fucking, I take that shit off. I flip my shoe upside down. A motherfucking rat came out of that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Low-key, I threw my shit. Fucking took a few step backs. Fuck that. Then fucking my dad was right there. That fucker stepped on it. Yeah, low-key, I think it was already dead though. That shit probably danked up in that shit. Fucker was looking for some cheese and shit. He fucking found that shit. Got what he wanted, right? That bitch cool. Oh, it's nice to be able to close the trading graphs nice and early after being on it just for 2 hours. Now, if I was executing, I probably would have closed it earlier, to be honest. After my 2 entrances. The two prior that I called out before this one. Called it good, right? Call it a day. No more need of no more feeling the need of taking an entrance or whatnot. Hey, if you're watching this and you're honestly any age, I was gonna exclusively say the age of 18. If you're the age of 18, bro, and you can get a high paying job, talking about even one of them FIFO jobs in Australia, get out of the state, get out of state, get a job, 100K, $100,000 paying jobs a year, bro, do it. If you're a youngin, you're 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old, as soon as possible, bro, get up out of your hometown, get up out there, stack it up, especially if you don't got no if you don't got no expenses, no you don't got to pay rent, none of that, bro. Just stack it up. I promise you it'd be the best decision because time will just fucking fly. Because I'm only speaking on this because this is what I did, right? I moved out of my hometown 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 7 months to be exact, maybe even more. Point is, I moved out, landed a good job. I could have stayed back in my hometown, kept working this job. I landed a good job, right? Point is, time flew. These 7 months flew. And looking back, it's nice pay. It's a nice pay, making 100,000 plus a year. And you can do that if I would have known about this, I probably did know. I've known about this for about the past 3 years. And if I would have done this as soon as possible, I think I don't want to say a better position, but it would have been nice, right? It would have played out the same. Just I would have experienced it earlier, right? And that's nothing bad. Ain't nothing that would hurt me, right? So if you're watching this, bro, and you're young, even if you're elder than me, right? If you're still in your 30s, still do it. Like, if you're in your late 20s, still do it. Lock it in for whatever time period you're giving yourself and call it good, right? You got nothing to lose, really. It's like all in your favor, pretty much. So if I can encourage you and you're watching this, bro, go ahead and do that. Don't be scared of nothing. Like, honestly, it will do you so much, so good, especially getting around your environment. I think that's probably the bigger picture, right? Because like, there's a lot of shit can hold you back, right? And right now I'm working. I don't have, but I'm cross shifting with different age people, right? Like, there's just a new head that joined, and he's 27, from Alabama. There's another one, 18-year-old from Montana, and then there's another one from Nevada, and he's 50. So like everybody's joining at different times of their lives, right? And acknowledging that this 18-year-old from Montana just joined, it's like he's perfectly set up. Maybe not for life, whatever, but it's just perfectly set up right now. You get the experience, get good money in your pocket, stack it up. I'm sure he probably don't pay rent. You got it all nice, right? High paying jobs. Now get that high paying job, stack it up. From there, boom. Now start making that money work for you, right? So we don't gotta keep maintaining this job, right? I'm gonna say it again. I encourage you, and I'm only encouraging you because I've done it. Well, I'm doing it, right? And it's going good. It's not going good or bad. It's just a great experience, right? Learn a lot, experience a lot. It makes you be around the block even more. Top of that, putting good money in your pocket, expanding your thoughts or whatnot. So yeah, man, like Nike, just do it. I might call it good in a bit with this live. I'm gonna see how my setup works with my camera and my other screen that came in. See if I can get that going. Make things look more neat, right? Fuck it. To close off this shit, I'm about to hit 100 push-ups. I'm gonna say it again. Do I want to do it? Nope. Do I need to do it? Nope. Sometimes life, it's like this job shit that I'm talking about. You might not want to do it. You might be listening to me about moving out of town, getting that high-paying job or whatever the case is, right? Taking that step, getting out of your environment. You don't want to do it, right? But there's pros to it. As well as there is cons, there's pros to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock these 100 push-ups and call it good on my life. Oh, goddamn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50. I feel like stopping. I feel like calling it good. Too many feelings, right? What was part of the plan though? 100 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 70. Don't think I'm not gonna do the rest of the 30. Good trading day. Great observations. I'm glad I was able to call it out live at that moment. When my setups appeared. Bro, I remember when I could not do like 15, 10 push-ups. Now I could fucking do 1,000 in a day. $100 here, $100 there, $100 there, $100 here, $100 there. All right, not fucking around. 30 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! 90 right there. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100 push-ups. I'm gonna call it good right there. See y'all next time I go live, right? Appreciate y'all for watching and listening. I'll catch you guys on the next live.